Wow, it's been a long time since I've gotten a coffee this small. If you're curious as to why I have this coffee, check out RachhLoves Life on Saturday. I am excited for what the rest of today brings. Hello everyone, I'm here today to share with you guys a new collection that just came out from Wet n Wild, and this is their, I think it's called Crystal CAVERN? Did I get that right? I did. It's a CAVERN. I recently got the PR package and I was asking you guys on Insta story if you wanted me to do like a full way wear test. Wow, I can't talk today. And the overwhelming majority of you guys wanted to see this go down. And also, by the way, in case you hear weird sounds in the background, no, it's not a ghost. It is just a lot of renovations going on. I have some behind the scenes on that stuff on Instagram if you are interested. I'll be doing a full like before and after and the whole everything on all the different areas that we are renovating in the house, and all of those will go up on RachhLoves Life if you're curious. And without further ado, let's get into this. Let's unpackage this thing. I'm excited. Okay, so let's start and learn a little bit about this collection. So I actually have it up on my screen right now and we can kind of take a peek. Oh, it looks like you can get the full PR, the collection box. It's $50. So you can get, what is it, like 15 products for $50 or one powder from Rihanna. Oh, and it looks like they've also sectioned off all of the different collections by like rose or quartz, or it looks like I think jade and amethyst. So depending on what color tones you like, you can kind of buy the smaller ones as well for $20, which is cute. And they have perfumes, which I think is really interesting because I don't think I've ever seen perfumes from Wet n Wild before. Maybe I have, and I've just blocked it out. I don't remember. Should we just try these? We should just try these right now. Let's open them up and see what the scents are. Can I open it? Oh, it's got all of its fancy packaging. So I can't get in. Give me another 4 hours while I try and unpackage all of these. So let's start with the quartz one. This one is supposed to have heart notes of lily of the valley, violet, lavender, rose. Ooh, base notes of patooey. Don't like that. Let's smell it though. It smells very more fruity than I was anticipating. Okay. The rose quartz one that has a little bit, it's kind of cool, like it sounds really fun. I do like the sound of it. This one is more coconut, fruit, violet, rose. This one is very faint. It's not bad though. I do like that one. Am I surprised? No, I do like coconut. Ooh, the amethyst one, it says it has citrus in it. I love citrus. It has a nice like a citrusiness without being too lemon pledge, and it's not too orangey either, which I do like. Ooh, I do not like the scent of the jade one. Just smells like alcohol. Why did I put that one all over my skin? I really thought I was gonna like that one, but no, sadly not. I think my favorite's the rose quartz. This one's too sweet. This one's a little too lemony. This one kind of hits the balance for me. Wow. Welcome to my perfume review, everyone. Let's go on to the brightening rocks. These are the Mega Glow brightening rocks. They have light diffusing pearls in them. They're going to add brightness to the skin, and each of the rock shades provide a specific correcting action. Oh, so it's kind of like the Givenchy ones, you know, the really fancy pearly one. I think I have it in here. Oh no, I'm thinking of this one where it's like done in quads of different colors. But I do have the pearl ones too. So I think it's supposed to play off of that. Sealed for my protection. I'm flying all over my floor. Oh, not as bad as I thought. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple in here. They kind of look like the marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms, right? They do look very weirdly like I want to eat them. I don't know why, but I do. So inside here we have white, green, purple, and do they call this pink or red? Pink. And all of these kind of combined together are going to neutralize any redness in the skin or dark spots or other things like that, and just brighten out the skin overall. So they say in the directions to take a highlighting brush or a powder brush and kind of just sweep it over the high points of the face, or basically wherever you want to kind of glow. So it's not like a finishing powder, but more of a subtle highlight situation going on. All right, so we'll try this. And they also have a highlight as well as part of this. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush and just see. Oh, you know what? Because they're bigger rocks, so there are very, very few of them. Do you see that? It's very small. They don't grab onto the brush, which is my issue with the Givenchy ones, is that they cling into the brush and then I fling them all over my room. Just me? Okay. And then we're going to brush it onto the, whoa, that's glitter. That is full on highlighting glitter. Okay. Yeah. You see that? Like, I don't think this is so much a color corrector as that, whoa, it looks aggressive in my viewfinder. Yeah, that to me is not so much a color corrector. You see how it's highlighting that zit that just appeared out of nowhere? I feel like that wasn't even there at the beginning of this video. When did that happen? But it really, truly enhanced it to a level I wasn't prepared for. This maybe to me is more of like a, I don't know, like a collarbone type of highlight thing. I don't know. It's a little too glittery for me to be a brightening powder. I like something to be a little bit more subtle for that. And then you have like a highlight for a highlight, and then you have a brightening finishing powder, you know? This feels like it's almost too highlighting. And to me, it's gonna be this or the highlighter. But let's go on and test out the highlight. Now I do love Wet n Wild highlights. They are among some of my favorites. I really, really like them. So hopefully this one will be no different. It's very small though. How expensive is this? This is $4.99. So I feel like that's on par with the other highlights, and you get a lot less, it looks like. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Oh, I like clawed my way through trying to open up this package. It's just ruining the whole vibe. But it's more of like an icy pink undertone. Whoa, that's creamy. Oh, that's almost like wet in terms of feel. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. That is very, very icy. Definitely more on the cool tone side, but it feels really nice. I like that. Let's put it on the skin. Now, I know I am putting this right on top, A, of a pimple, and also B, on top of an existing highlighter, like a brightening powder, but we'll get the general understanding of this. It is really aggressively highlighting that zit though. I'm gonna have to do something about that. It's unfortunately highlighting every ounce of texture that I have on my skin. And I don't know what's going on with my skin right now. It's kind of been a little chaotic. I had a big zit right here. It literally looked like a small mountain. It was like the entire length of my brow. It was just enormous. But this zit situation, not loving it. Let's try and not make that so highlighty. Did that help? A little? A little. So I might use this more if I wasn't breaking out so much on the literal parts that I want to highlight. It is definitely over the top, super, super glowy. I love the texture of it. And I actually do like the fact that it's a little bit more cool tone, but not loving how it is looking with the studio lights with the texture of my skin. So now let's go on to the eyes. They have 4 different eyeshadow trios, again, going on with the whole like crystal thing. They have the rose, the clear, jade, as well as amethyst. And I feel like we need to swatch some. Let's swatch some. I gotta say, as of recently, I have not been doing a ton of like super dramatic eyeshadow looks. Like I've been really into more of the subtle graphic liner things, or something just more super subtle all over and then like a big pop of color elsewhere on the face. Just something a little bit different than I've been normally doing. So these aren't necessarily shades that I would currently right now be gravitating towards, but I do want to test out the texture, the consistency, how they apply to the face, how I would want to wear them. I gotta say though that this jade one is just not, like this is not my style at all. None of these shades really stand out to me and aren't ones that I would necessarily reach for, but I mean, to each their own. Green is just not an eyeshadow shade that I tend to go for. So let's start by swatching the purples. I love purple eyeshadow. I will say that it's always been a color that I've gravitated towards. So let's swatch these. They feel creamy, but not as pigmented as I thought they were gonna be. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Like, they're fine. That middle one's super glittery and has this really fun kind of shimmer to it. So it's much brighter purple when the light hits it, which I think is really cool. But that light shade, that sort of gray purple, is not really showing up at all. That does not bode well for putting on my eyes. Let's try another one. I'm gonna do the rose one next, which seems to have 2 glitters in it versus just the one. They look like that. Again, very, very subtle considering it's glitter. I love that I'm swatching it on the inside of my hand because I don't want to wreck the self tanner I have on the outside. Welcome to the weird mind of Rachel. So we're gonna go on to the clear quartz one. So it has a clear, more of a glitter, a gray shimmer, as well as like a taupe shimmer. That did not swatch that well at all. It ended up being kind of crumbly. Whoa, that gray one showed up though. Yeah, I can see maybe the clear one being more of a topper, but you literally can't really see it at all. But that gray one, like wowza, that's more white than gray. Did I swatch that right? Is that the correct one? It is. That one is like the prettiest one that I've seen so far. Okay. Let's put some on the eyes then. Let's start with the pinks from the rose quartz one. Maybe we'll put a little bit of that. Like these are all very glittery and shimmery. So not something that I would necessarily just like throw into my crease necessarily. So you know what, maybe we'll do a little bit of like a brown, just like a regular brown first to kind of like offset it. That's what I would do anyway. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a Lancome shade right here. We're just gonna pop that into the crease and then we can get in and see what these colors are about. I'm gonna try this pink, kind of a pinky purple shimmer first and just apply that to my lids. See what we get here. Nothing. Let's try a little bit more. Like, can you guys see? It's like very subtle. Let's take a little bit of the kind of taupey shade here, the outer edge. I'm just like not excited about these shades. I wonder what happens if I just take my finger with that clear shade and just put it on to give it almost like a wet look, you know? Like thinking like the gloss, not gloss bomb. Glass bomb? Shimmer bomb? Diamond bomb, that's what it is. How it's like mostly glitter, but it shows up on the skin looking wet. Maybe that's what this one is. Like in the light, maybe it just shows up and gives like a cool wet-like effect to the eyes. I would be into that. I think that could be pretty. I don't know. Is anyone thrilled about any of this? Is this just me? Let's try a little bit of this purple. Let's put a little bit of this. We'll put that in like the outer corner maybe. Wow. Hey, maybe it's this brush. Let's try a different one. I don't know, maybe it needs like a fluffier one for that formula. I keep trying to put powder on my brush. It's not showing up. Oh, I'm sad. Gotta say, these eyeshadows, other than this, weirdly this gray, just not excited. I really like the shape of them. They look kind of cool. I guess I should swatch the green ones then. They feel creamy but dry at the same time. I don't understand. So that's the green one right there. So like the highlight one's kind of neat, I guess, if you like a minty green. Oh, I should probably put a little purple on the other side too. Wow, it looks like I didn't even try. Really getting my brush in here, guys. It's just not happening for me today. Ugh, I'm so sad. Okay, I'm back. I have a mascara on. I feel like I didn't do anything on my eyes at all. Did anyone have like a really positive, like good experience from these eyeshadows and maybe I'm just doing something wrong or I had a bad batch or something? So let's go on to lip glosses and we have a bunch, again, going with each of the different crystals within this collection. So we have amethyst, more of a purpley tone. We have a nice pinky one and they're all super, super glittery, even a green one. So let's start with a rose one because that is my favorite one. We'll just see, I wanna see how like, whoa, how pigmented it is. It's a lot more pink than I thought it was gonna be. Very crystally, very over the top. Okay, I feel like this looks really good on camera, but I feel like it would look very glittery in person over a long period of time. Like to me, I would wear these more as like a topper, like right like in the middle of the lip, just to add that like nice juicy fullness kind of a look. That juicy fullness. Like a pear. But I don't think I would wear this like all over my lips. That's just a personal preference thing. Like the formula feels nice and hydrating. It feels really good on the lips. Like a very, 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 very slight grittiness from the glitter. And I think I'm just being picky, but I do feel it. How does this one look, the clear one? Because it looks almost blue. Yeah, super blue toned. Not as like clear as I thought it was going to be. I don't know what my hand is doing. It's like a miniature claw. So the green must be like super green, the green blue it looks like. All right. Yeah, it's got more of like a blue tone to it. Very, very faint, like tint to it. This one probably is a little bit more. Yeah. Like this one is probably the most pigmented out of the bunch. Definitely has more of that like purpley wine tone with a blue glitter to it. It's just not something that I'm going to reach for all the time. That's just a me thing. It's just not my thing. I thought it was going to be more of a gloss with like a little bit of a sheen to it. But I guess if you're going with a whole like crystal element and you want it to be super multifaceted and super over the top, then like they achieved that here. I just wish it didn't feel as like gritty on my lips, I think. I'll watch out. I'm honestly so uncomfortable right now. I hate being so negative for like makeup products, like especially from a brand where I normally like all their stuff. Like I went into this honestly thinking that I would like everything, but yeah, it's just not my jam. But we do have one more product. I'm holding out for this one. This will be the one. This is the Mega Glow Face Mist. Now, this is a product you can use just on your bare skin. You can also use it as a setting spray as well. It has a whole bunch of different things. It has lavender essential oil to kind of calm the skin. It has witch hazel in it to combat any redness and blemishes. So you could use it to actually treat your skin, but also apparently it says it has an innovative multi-use formula. So it can also be used as like a skin refresher or a setting spray. So let's give it a go. I want to see what the spray is like. Woo! Nice mistiness going. I like it. Does it smell good? I can't really smell anything. Let's try if I spray it directly on my face though. I like the scent of it. The scent of it's really nice. The spray is very nice as well. I'm trying to see if it like refreshes my skin because I went out and got lunch and I came back. So like my skin was due for a refresh. Does it feel refreshed, or does it make my mascara run? Because that's another thing. When I put on any sort of like a setting spray, I always have to check my mascara because it usually raccoon eyes on me. Usually what I'll do is I'll dip it into some of the Fenty lavender powder and I'll just dust it right where the lashes would like touch my skin, and doing that will entirely eliminate the problem. But of course, as soon as I drench my face in anything, it's just going to introduce the problem again because I'm wetting the formula quite heavily. So if you do a light mist, it's probably going to be fine. But in terms of how my skin feels the same as it did before. I did like applying it, like it did feel really nice. We're going to see if it actually helps my makeup to stay on longer, because that would be great. Glow, where's the glow coming from? Oh, there is no glow. Oh, you create I see, okay. You create a radiant glow because it has skin-loving ingredients in it to help combat any issues you might be dealing with your skin. Got it. So I'll leave it on my skin and we'll see if it actually helps my makeup to stay put. See how my skin looks in like a couple of hours if it causes my skin, like my makeup to, my skin to shift. Oh, cause my makeup to shift at all, and just how it compares to some of the other setting sprays that I have. So yeah, I'm gonna go about the rest of my day. I'm kind of bummed about this collection. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think there are other products from Wet n Wild that are much better, for me at least, in my experience, and the ones that I would gravitate towards a lot quicker. And this, I think it's cute. I think it's fun, but it's not something that I'm going to be incorporating into my everyday routine. But nevertheless, I am curious about this face mist and if it's actually going to help my foundation to stay on, because I do like that product. I like the scent of it. I liked the spray of it. So see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, it is now at the end of the day. This is what the makeup is looking like. I'm so tired. I'm also wearing a sweater that says Chris on it. That's no surprise. I take all of Chris's sweaters. But let's talk a little bit about the makeup and how it wore throughout the day. So, first of all, the highlight is a very Instagrammy, it is very over the top, but really pretty, especially in photos. It like really shines. So that's really nice. I don't think it's a very like everyday one, or at least in the amount that I put on. But it does look really pretty, and once I set everything down with the setting spray, it did calm down and it wasn't as it wasn't showing up the texture of my skin as much, which is something that I was concerned about in my studio lights. And then for the setting spray, I'm going to try it on just bare skin, but obviously it is a setting spray as well. I would say that it definitely helped. Like my makeup has stayed put a little longer, except on the chin. You can see it's like worn off entirely on the chin. So it did definitely help, but it isn't one that I would say is better than some of the other ones that I've tested out there. It did feel nice on the skin. I do really like the scent of it, but it wasn't so much so that I'm like, wow, I need to use this when I want my makeup to be super long wearing. I am gonna try it on my skin like freshly cleansed and see how that feels as well, just to try it out in a different way. I thought it was just a setting spray, but turns out it has multiple purposes. So keep you guys posted, and I will put all of the additional information if I test anything out any further. I will put that in the info bar for you guys in case you are interested. But I gotta say, this collection did not wow me as some of the other collections from Wet n Wild have. But let me know what you guys think. Have you tried these products before? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Was there anything that you picked up? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned Saturday for a super fun video. I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty excited about it. And that'll be over on my RachhLoves Life channel. And yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys are having a really, really good week. And I'll see you guys all in my next video on Sunday. Love you all. Mwah.